a very warm welcome to the session. This is Sweta Roy, your English master teacher at Vedantu, and I welcome everyone out there to Spring Text Term 2, where we will be dealing with two very important topics from your syllabus. One is from, of course, literature, and the other one is from your grammar. So, the sermon at Banaras and Subject-Verb Concord, these are the topics that we would be revising in today's Spring Text series. I hope you guys are very excited and looking forward to this amazing session with me, your English master teacher, right? So guys, this is going to be the session flow. We would have 1 mark questions, 2 mark questions and 4 mark questions from the topics Sermon at Banaras as well as Subject-Verb Concord. And guys, before you move ahead, do not forget to give me a big fat thumbs up, share the video amongst your friends. And guys, I will begin with a very motivational quote for all of you. Everybody is a genius. You all sitting out there, you all are genius. Okay? If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life believing that it is stupid. Which means that you all have the potential. You have to identify where you stand, where you can excel, right? So it is not that everybody is born to be a scientist or an engineer or a doctor or any specific occupation. What is important is identification of your potential. Okay, so if you are a fish, which means you need the water. You cannot have the ability to climb a tree, right? So everybody has its own individuality, individual talent. Important point is to recognize that talent and move forward in that particular direction, right? So with that very thoughtful quote given by our own Albert Einstein, we would move ahead with the session, and this is going to be the schedule in case you are not able to see. We have already started with the sprint text session. I hope you have noted down the schedule so far. We have already completed 2 sessions. If you have missed those 2, please go ahead and check out those videos, right? We would be continuing till 30th of March, and this is for physics, this is for mathematics, bio and chemistry. So with that guys, and of course SST, how can I forget that? And with that, we will move ahead with our first section, grammar. And the topic that we are going to delve into today is Subject-Verb Concord. And I find it very interesting. I'm sure you all also find it quite interesting, right? So the first question is on your screen. So please give me the answers in the chat. 9 and 9-18. You have to use the correct form of the verb, and I want your answers in the chat or in the comment section. Please do not forget to do so. Can we check out the answer? Alright, so yes guys, we have the answer. Makes is your answer. 9 and 9 makes 18. Right? So I hope all of you have got your answers correct. Give me a quick high five if you have. Next is fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb. One of the diamonds dash stolen. Okay, one of the diamonds dash stolen. What do you think? Can we have the answers? It is was. Always remember, whenever you have one of this phrase with one of the, you always use the singular form of the verb. Please remember this rule. Next, what dash a pair of jeans cost? Can we have the answers? I hope everyone has put down the answers in the chat or the comments. Okay. What does a pair of jeans cost? Okay. It is a pair. Okay. A pair of jeans. So always, if it is a pair, definitely it will use the singular verb. Next is the sermon at Banaras, that is the literature section, and the very first question is for 2 marks. Grief is often seen as a measure of love. Do you think that the Buddha's sermon undermines a mother's love? Justify your response. What do you think, guys? What are your inputs? Please do let me know your inputs in the chat and the comment section. I'm giving you time to think. Put forth your inputs right there in the chat. Everyone, please participate wholeheartedly in the session. This is going to help you out in framing your answers. Remember, term 2 is going to be subjective. You would be tested on your expressions. So, come on. Alright. So, grief is a measure of love for those who are not enlightened and are still trapped in this materialistic world, caught up in the personal, caught up in the bond and the relationship, this trap of relationship, right? A spiritually enlightened person can understand what? That we are beyond these materialistic aspects, we are beyond these earthly relationships, okay? And accept that physical life is just temporary. Okay, just a stop where the soul stays temporarily before the transition. So, our departure from this earth is from this earth to the heaven. Our ascent to the heaven is the transition of the soul from the earth to the heaven, right? So, those who are spiritually enlightened, they can easily understand that. Okay. Next is, what message might the Buddha's story hold for those who are in position of power and privilege? Another very important question. Buddha's story holds the message of grief and the suffering that everyone has to face after the death of beloved. And this is equal for a man with position and power and for a man deprived of position and power. Everybody is treated equally by death. Death makes no discrimination. Death is the law of nature. We live in a transient world, right? Characterized by, we are all stuck in this, cycle of birth and death and then rebirth. These were Buddha's preachings as well. So everyone has to face the same kind of grief, the same pain when it is the death of a beloved person, when it is the separation from someone who is very close to your heart. I think the same concept we find also in the ball poem, when the boy also learns what it is to lose something which was so very dear to him, right? Also, everyone born on this earth has to die as a boy, die a day regardless of their power and position. So, death treats everyone equally. Alright? Okay, so I hope you guys have understood till here. Before we proceed with the 4-mark questions, do not forget to visit the link which is right there in the description box and pinned comment, and you can see 3 types of plans, guys. You can get yourselves enrolled for the full course now. These are the 3 types of plans: light, classic and plus. Okay, the moment you visit the link and use this coupon code, this is the coupon code, guys, as WRE Pro 1. The moment you use this, you would be getting an amazing discount. So please do not forget to use the coupon code. Next is the 4-mark question from the sermon at Banaras. A sermon at Banaras could just as well be considered another glimpse of India. If it were part of the story, Glimpses of India, what ideas, values, or experiences would it highlight? How would you present this historical part of India? Now, always remember this kind of cross-reference to another text. I always tell you in all my sprint text sessions, this is expected in your term 2, because we have seen such questions in the sample paper that has been released by CBSE, right? So, you have already seen the chapter Glimpses of India, right? So, what do you think? If Sermon of Banaras could be another glimpse of India, what ideas, what values would it highlight? And how would you present this historical part of India? India is a land of unity in diversity. We have seen this already with the 3 places that we already talked about in Glimpses of India: Coorg, Goa, and one more. Assam, right? The high mountain ranges, vast seas, countless rivers depict the diversity, right? So we do not have one type of land. We can have various landforms like mountains, seas, rivers. Each and every region from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, north to south, portrays different custom, different tradition, different culture. The story of Buddha also portrays a beautiful it portrays a beautiful picture of Indian history. When Kisa Gautami went to Buddha to to revive her son, okay, Buddha told her, he sent her to for an errand, right? If you remember, and that errand had a condition applied. What was that? No one had died. So Kisa became hopeless after going through several houses and getting the same response. And finally, she understood the message that Buddha wanted to teach, the lesson that Buddha wanted to teach. So Buddha sermonized that that the life of mortal in this earth is troubled and painful, and the world is afflicted with death, decays, and there is no point in grieving over which is beyond our reach. Okay, he gave her certain analogies as well, ripe fruits, earthen vessels, okay, to make her understand the transience of life. Okay, transience is temporary, life is temporary. Okay, this way he made her realign that death is something which is unavoidable and inescapable, and the near and dear ones cannot save. We cannot save our near and dear ones, right? So that's a beautiful story that we have seen in this particular chapter. So with that, guys, we have come to the end of the session. I hope we have already understood the 1-mark questions from the grammar section, 2-mark and 4-mark questions from the literature section. And this is going to be the question for your homework. Do not forget to post your answers in the comment section. For this homework question, personal losses are a part and parcel of life. Instead of wailing on them, we should move on in life. This message has become more prominent and relevant in modern times. Do you agree? Yes? If yes, why? If not, why not? Please do not forget to post your comments for this question in the homework in the comment section. And I hope you have already visited the previous session on Madam Rides the Bus and modals. The next session is going to be on the proposal and determiners. So happy learning, everyone. We will see you again in the next session. Till then, take care and bye-bye. Thank you.